Alright, welcome back. Welcome to the series where I talk about all the games I played in the previous month. Happy December, by the way. The month for this video is, of course, November of 2023. Between personal stuff, Twitch stuff, YouTube stuff, there's a lot to get through as always, so let's just get right into it. I finally, very briefly started up Honkai Star Rail after... I just want to see what it's like, because the year is wrapping up. I want to play some of the games I missed out on this year. I'm enjoying it so far, kinda. It's all going to really come down to how much I can enjoy the combat when it gets a bit more difficult, and how much I care about getting the characters. Like I said, I haven't even finished the tutorial yet, but no, I finished the tutorial. I'm just starting with my own character. I have zero expectations except for, well, obvious things, but I don't know. The combat is a bit more engaging than I expected. I have absolutely no idea how good this is going to be for me. But I'm going to keep trying it because my brother loved Genshin Impact, and it might be something fun to play with him, if nothing else. So, we'll see when I play a bit more. Expect me to talk about this again next month, or completely forget about it. I've been playing this new indie, not new, I've been playing this indie game I got for like €2 on the store called Splasher. The best way to explain it, it's a very fast-paced side-scrolling game. We have a mix between water to kind of spray things, kill enemies, clean up gunk to run faster, stuff to run on walls, just kind of sticky goo, and bouncing goo. That's what we call them. It's a fun, addictive little game. Insanely hard platinum trophy, which requires like crazy speed run times in levels where you will have to be pretty much perfect. I don't have much to say. It's a really cute, fun game. I'd say my only big negatives are in the speedrun category. Apparently in the credits they have like 4 people dedicated to speedrunning mechanics, but for some reason none of them could figure out don't have unskippable cutscenes in a minute and a half level. I'm not kidding. There's like a minute and a half level in the first level, for example, and there's a 10-15 second cutscene that you cannot skip. And I'm talking about, oh, they have a timer and you're just doing it. They have a dedicated time trial mode. These levels are less than 2 minutes. Are you like 10-15% of them dedicated to cutscene? The hell are you thinking? Also, they have this thing which is great. We can press L1 and R1 to restart the level, except at the very end. At the very end, you click on retry and then say, "Are you sure?" Why? Why waste my time asking if I'm sure? Worst case scenario, I go right back into the level, then I go, "Oh, whoops," and then I leave. Do you think people are going to consistently go into a level, try it once, then quit? And like, I went back into the level, that wasted 5 seconds. The worst thing is they take away the ability for L1 and R1 to start the level again at the end. It's a big waste of time, and I know it sounds like I'm just whining here, but when you fail a speedrun for a 40th time, and even a second of a delay will piss you off. Other than that, again, cute fun game. It just blows my mind that with 4 people apparently dedicated to speedrun mechanics in this game, none of them figured that out. Especially the cutscene part. That is inexcusable. I've been playing through Metal Gear Solid Master Collection 1. Well, I got Metal Gear Solid 1, because I have 2 and 3 on the other PS3 collection. I may have mentioned this last week. Or last month, but I probably did. But I'm still playing through it. I'm enjoying it. I'm playing through it on YouTube, but it's one of my favourite PS1 games of all time. And it still holds up. It's a beautiful experience to go through again. Again, like other people, I'm not the only one to point this out by far. It's kind of a pathetic remaster in a lot of ways. They could have done so much more. There are some great things, but like I wouldn't mind back the lack of widescreen as much if it wasn't, again, for the fact it's been done many years ago by just one guy probably in his bedroom with no funding. They have these cool backgrounds, but they have like 7 of them. I don't think it's greedy to expect more than 7 backgrounds. I thought we could have had like one for every event. They'll have one for in the background that's Metal Gear. You could have that during the Metal Gear fight. One for Grey Fox after the Grey Fox sections. I think we could have had one for every section. They could have had way more than fucking 7 or whatever. It's not more than 10 as far as it's a very low number, considering the amount of work put in already. But like I said, one of the most iconic, well-known games of all time. I'm just up to the torture part. Arm hurts. But yeah, I went back to Final Fantasy VII as well to get the Platinum Trophy, because all I had left to do was beat Emerald and Ruby Weapon. And because some games just like to fucking do this, they had a trophy to get 99,999,999 gil. By the time I had everything done this game, I made a separate save where I sold everything. I had like 10 million. So guess what I had to do? Battle, 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 battle. I really fucking hate games that do this. Don't have a trophy that requires grinding or whatever. For resources, that by especially for money, that by time you have every other trophy and everything done in the game, you have less than it's like when Ratchet and Clank 1 did it, like collect 1 million bowls. Everything else in the game done, 500,000, which went to just running around doing the same thing again and again. It's stupid, but what can I say about Final Fantasy VII? One of the most iconic games ever made. And even though I was just playing through things to get trophies, I still got sucked in. I was playing through like half the story just to get Aerith's last limit break. I loved it. I loved just sitting there, not even caring about the story. It's like, yeah, I'm just battling around. I have to play through it again, once again sometime soon. I haven't done it since like before the remake. Yeah, I need to get back on that. Expect me to talk about this again soon. Still pushing through Spider-Man 2 bit by bit. I can't play this game for more than a mission or so at a time. One or two missions, and then I'm done. I hate to say it, but it's just another one of those franchises that I absolutely loved on the PS4, even though there was only one game that I loved. But like things like The Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon, Ratchet and Clank, this is just another one I think I might just be kind of done with. I'm definitely not going to be getting the next Spider-Man game day one. And it hurts to say that, because it was my favourite game when it came out in 2018. Just too much I hate about it. I just don't like the direction they've gone in. I guess I'll quickly throw in as well. I was playing Unpacked a little bit. Not a lot. I played like 2 levels. I think it's cute. It's just hard to get myself into a headspace where I'm in the mood to sit there for like 15 to 20 minutes, sorting everything into the 1 or 2 specific spots and then getting it wrong and then starting over kind of. Oh no, I put this over here. Now I have to put it, oh, I can't put it there, so I have to take this thing out and then put it there. And it's hard to get myself in a headspace so I can do that for so long to finish a level. One thing I'd love to have in this game if it doesn't have it, if maybe it does but I didn't see it, a suspended save. I can just turn it off when I want and just come back to it. Then I'd push through a lot more. As for stuff I've been doing here, I'm pretty sure it's the same as last month. Like I mentioned Metal Gear Solid 1, but I've also still been going through Tom and Jerry. I just went through hell in the game and in real life playing it, but I have a funny feeling it's going to be 4 worlds. I have nothing to back that up. I've never looked into it. It could be 8, it could be 99, but I think I'll be... What day is it? Tomorrow's the day I'm going to be uploading the next episode. I have a funny feeling it's going to be the last one. Assuming I can get through it. Who knows? It could be another one of those 1 level goals, but... You know what? Again, it's become one of my weird little underdog NES games. If I ever make a top 10 NES games one, as crazy as it sounds even to me, it could reach. It could be on. I think it will be. I feel dirty saying it, but I love it. In my own screwed up way, I hate and love it. As for stuff I've streamed, I think I went back to Alan Wake once, but then my PS5 controller broke and I sent it back, and I know a lot of people wouldn't like it, but I hate to say it, I don't think I want to go back. I fully intended to, the second my controller came back out, to go right back to it and finish it, but it's one of those games that I kind of enjoy when I'm playing it, but once I put it down, I just don't care enough to go back. I think it's just not for me. I know it's a beloved game, but I don't think it has the same... I just don't have the same draw. Then I finished Resistance 2. I can't remember if I mentioned this, but by God does that game hold up. It's so much better than I expected. I probably meant... It was one of the first PS3 games I ever had. My brother gave it to me with a bunch of other games when I got my PS3 because he had one for years before me. I think I love it more than I used to. I think it's the best experience I've ever had with it. It got better and better. It holds up so well. I love it. It didn't reach my top 10 PS3 games when I made the list, I'm pretty sure, but doesn't change how much I cherish that game as one of my first, and what an introduction. I played the first one for the first time this year. They're both fantastic. I'm hoping that the third one, because I played it before, I didn't like it as much, but I'm hoping it'll be better this time. I hope I'll enjoy it more. Maybe we're going into it with a different headspace. Cause it could be such a great trilogy for me if I like that one. If not, I still like the first two. Absolutely love them. and for what I'm currently doing, I think there's a very solid chance on me just after finishing, if not tonight, Drakengard. Drakengard. First time playing it. I've played through the third one. One of my favorite PS3 games ever. Maybe one of my favorite games ever. It's just a game that really, really just struck something in me. My friend, after playing some of the other games, the Nier games, absolutely loved it. Recommended it to me. I loved it. But the thing is, the same with Nier, even though I didn't finish it all yet. They're both games I could feel like I would have, even if you didn't recommend, I could have picked them up and loved them. I'm not saying I would have, but I think if I had picked them up, I could have enjoyed them. Drakengard 1 is something. It's the kind of game, if I didn't know about how much I liked the third one and Nier and how much he liked them and the reputation, I don't think I would have pushed through. The gameplay is a clunky, unbelievable mess. It's a slow, clunky, awkward game. There's Dragon Combat too, which can be better, but even that can just be circling around trying to hit something. This game has a lot of problems. This game has a lot of clunk. So why is it one of my favourite games I've played this year? It's not. I wouldn't say it's the same as Tom and Jerry because this game is actually good and has a good story, great music, fun characters. I think if I was to remake the PS2 top 10, it would easily have made it. It has been an absolute pleasure to play. I'm almost done. All I have to do is collect all of the weapons, which is like 65 of them. It has been frustrating. I think for like the one I did last night for at time of doing this, I was on going for 2.5 hours. All I did was kill 2 bosses because it got fucking hard because the controls suck and the camera sucks and the gameplay is not very good. But everything else skyrockets. I think if they remade that game with good gameplay and a camera that didn't suck, it could be one of the greatest games of all time. I definitely intend to play through the second, third one, all the Nier games, because I'm actually going to a concert in February. I think it's the final one they're ever doing. Or at least the final, bulk of them. So, potentially play through them all before that. Yeah, I'm going to play through Drakengard 2, 3, and Nier Automata. 4 giant games in 3 months. Sure, Jambola. Sure you are. That should be fine. It's only, what, one big game per every 15 days? No problem. Jesus Christ, that's not going to happen. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for now. I'll be back next month for the final one of these of the year. As always, let me know what you've been playing. Let me know what new stuff you played. Let me know what you went back to. And I'll see you for the next one. See you then.